Welcome back to your daily market analysis with TTU for 21 June. We're going to do this analysis as if it was the start of the week, since we did not conduct one yesterday due to Father's Day. Without further ado, here we go. Starting off with GU, we have a day of rise, a strong day of rise starting the week off. We had our moon at the bottom. TDI was well outside of that bottom Bollinger Band, and we had our Williams percentage range nice into that bottom level, hitting that -100 as low as it could possibly go. And then they started the week off pretty strong here, moving long. I had pushed the trade out last week sometime, thinking that this long trade was coming a little earlier. It did, however, did not pan out that day. So here it is, that's what I was waiting on, even though we took the day off. All right, so I still anticipate another day of rise. I think we're gonna see price come back up to the 50 EMA and the 13 here, the catch up. We're looking at the 4-hour chart, right? We have our sun on the bottom below, came down, traded below the 800 EMA for a while. TDI popped back outside of that bottom Bollinger Band, and you see your Williams percentage range down here just hitting that low level for a long time. So those were all really good things to see. Would like to see them. I want to see them continue to push down a little bit more during the Asian session, but ultimately looking for another buy position tonight. Really, I want to see them push down to kind of complete more of a defined second leg on this W that's forming here. That's really what I would like for them to do. So we'll kind of have to wait and see how they continue to trade within the Asian range. But we're looking to take this as a buy. If we look at the 1-hour chart, right, we have our moon on top, right? So we're now looking for that bottom level indicator on the 1-hour chart before we move further down to the lower time frames. Looking for Williams percentage range to come back down to this bottom level, this negative, towards this -80 level. TDI wanted to at least come down and hit this market baseline at a bare minimum to help confirm the trade. Okay. Ultimately long buys tonight for GU. All right, moving on to GJ. So GJ, we had a day of rise as well. Still looking for them to come back up and retest. I'd like to see them come back up and retest into here. I think we have at least one more day of rise. TDI is still outside of this bottom Bollinger Band here. And then if we move down to the 4-hour chart, right, we see this second leg wanting to start to form, right? Actually, I think we could take this both ways. I'm gonna refine my bias a little bit. I meant to cover that because you see we have these candles up towards the 50 and 200, right? So honestly, depending on how they paint during the Asian session is really going to help determine our directional bias. Williams percentage range above this top -20 level. TDI just bouncing just below the 50 level on the RSI. And if we look at that, and we have a star as well on the top end, right? So then we look at the 1-hour chart, we got a moon on the top end towards the 800 and 200 EMAs. TDI is outside of that Bollinger Band. Additionally, it hovered up here above the -20, so we'd like to see them come back up and retest the daily high. I am really liking this more short than I am long, but again, it could go either way tonight. All right, EG had a day of fall yesterday. They plummeted out pretty good, coming back down to retest this level. Sadly, they did it in a manner where they came back down and started moving again in the Asian range. And since we don't trade the Asian range because it's not good business, there is a chance we could miss this trade. As you can see, we have a nice, pretty W coming up down here. We're in center range, coming from that -100, -80 range. it's already came back down and hit it one more time. So that, I'm a little worried about it. We'll see. I'd like to see them come back down one more time, though, for an intraday retest. Looking at the 1 hour chart. Actually, let's go here, right? So we got on a 1 hour chart, right? We have our nice harmonic pattern being that's showing TDIs on its way back up to the market baseline. I'd like to see them come back down, hit that bottom Bollinger Band one more time, and then obviously the Williams percentage range come back down to that negative 80 level before we look at taking a buy position. All right, last but not least, we're going to cover EU. I haven't covered this pair in a long time. I don't think Javon has either, but I'm liking it in terms of a retest. Right, we have our Williams percentage range on the bottom end here. TDI blown outside of this Bollinger Band. Moon on the bottom end, all on the day time frame. We look at the 4 hour chart. We again have a nice potential second leg W coming up, position coming up here. Right, you can tell that they're coming back down. TDI popped up above this market baseline, but the direction is long because this is the extremely low level line, and TDI was bouncing off of it on the 4 hour chart. So I expect them to come back down for one more retest before being able to take this long. Really like it because of the fact it hit that extremely low level. You don't see that too often, to see them hit this extremely low, extremely high levels. But when it does, it usually is a pretty good sign for a pretty decent trade to come. What do you think about it? Do you like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. I didn't know if you had been paying attention to it.
I did.
Okay. Okay. Well, it made my cut. I like it a little bit. So there you go. I'm pretty excited about it. I do want to see this indicator closer to the bottom. I want to see them come back down closer to yesterday's low and retest that before taking it long. Right now, it's not prepared. There's a chance some of these pairs might pan out tonight, but I'm not confident. I think it might be a tomorrow night kind of deal for a lot of these pairs, but we shall see. That's all I got, Javon. It's on you.
All right. So mine is going to be tailored more towards tonight. Not going to cover too many for the week. I will update you on those as they pan out. All right. So first pair we're going to go over is going to be GF, the Great Britain pound, and Swiss franc. So on the daytime frame, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits to the high. Right. All the tops have stars as indicators. If you look at the RSI, TDI is hitting that top Bollinger Band, and then we got the Williams percentage right in that high level right here. It's above that 20 line over here. All right, so we'll drop down to the 4 hour time frame. We got first and second leg, right? TDI popped outside that Bollinger Band, and it's just shy of it, but it's okay because first leg gave us that blowout of the top Bollinger Band. Williams percentage right on both legs are above that 20 line. It's looking good. So moving down on B to B, and he just said he liked it. He very rarely likes Swiss.
I hate
the franc pairs.
I do like this. This is pristine setup though. It's pretty good.
So that was your first leg on the 1 hour time frame. Here's your second leg. You see a little consolidation. That long peak or long wick, right? We had a star indicator. We got a harmonic pattern, right? That red triangle indicating the sell. TDI was riding that top Bollinger Band. It came down on its way to the bottom Bollinger Band now. So what I'm expecting them to do tonight is to come back up and retest. They probably will not. This is an entry. Actually, I'm not going to enter because the Williams percentage is down here at this low level line here. TDI is outside of that bottom Bollinger Band. So we're going to hold and wait, see what they do tonight. Hopefully they come back and give us a better entry, right, which will bring these EMAs closer together, which will make the night even better. right? Because it gives our stop loss better chance of not getting hit. All right, so moving on to EA, Euro, Australian dollar. So on the daytime frame, we have 1, 2 hits to the high, right? It's not really an M because this outside or this candle right here closed above this, but we got 2 hits, right? First and second on this 200 EMA. This current leg right here, if you look at the RSI TDI just below the top Bollinger Band, there's still space here, right? So we'll see how they behave once they come back up. Williams percentage was above that high level line, right, that 20 line, and it's on its way back up now. So we got 1, 2 hits, right, in first leg, second leg. On the 4-hour time frame, TDI was outside the top Bollinger Band and came back just shy, right, hit that red EMA and dropped back down to the market baseline on its way back up now. So I'm expecting them to retest this level, wait for the Williams percentage range to get back up to this high level line, right, the 20 line, and then we'll drop down to the 1-hour time frame. Once they get back up here, you see TDI is almost at that market baseline. They could blow past this and hit that top Bollinger Band, right, but we're waiting for Williams percentage to get up in that high level line, that 20 line. Once they do that, then we'll go down to the 30-minute and wait for the EMAs across. All right, last but not least, UJ. So on UJ, we got a beautiful M, right, in a harmonic pattern, showing, yeah, exactly, showing a sale, right. TDI, you can see the Bollinger Bands have narrowed due to consolidation, right. Hasn't really been a strong trend like this, right. It's been small pushes, which means no volume really. So the TDI started moving sideways, which brought those Bollinger Bands in close. We almost have biased Bollinger Bands, right? This is very, very close to crossing, right? Which is another indicator that it's a sell position. Where the indicator is now, back it up just a little bit. Williams percentage was above that high level line. Looks like they're forming a W to come back up on the daytime frame. We'll drop down to the 4-hour. So there was a little consolidation after this last hit, right? They dropped down on their way back up. You see TDI is on its way towards the market baseline, and Williams percentage is up, or on its way up to that high level line. So once they come up here, TDI, hopefully they give an indicator here tonight, but once they come up towards this market baseline, Williams percentage is back in here. We'll drop down to the 1-hour time frame and wait for basically the cross. So Williams percentage is on its way down, right? We're waiting for them to come back up. TDI is on its way down to that market baseline, waiting for them to come back up. So we got first leg tonight, just waiting for that second leg. This could be the second leg, right? First, second. They could drop tonight. I'm almost positive that they're going to give us a better entry. All right, that is all I have for tonight. If you have any questions, hit us up in the group chat or direct message. If not, we will see y'all potentially hear from us tonight, but if not, we'll see y'all back 8:30 p.m. Central tomorrow night. All right, y'all have a good night.